mental health lower? Who the fuck is this? Paging me at 5:46 in the morning. Crack of dawning, now I'm yawning. Wipe the cold out my eye. See who's this paging me and why? It's my nigga Pop from the barber shop. Told me he was in the gambling spot and heard the intricate plot. A niggas wanna stick me like fly paper, neighbor. Slow down, love, please chill, drop the paper. Remember them niggas from the hill up in Brownsville that you roll dice with? Runs the got nice with? Yeah, my nigga Fame up in Prospect. Nah, them my niggas, nah, love wouldn't disrespect. I didn't say them, they schooled me to some niggas that you knew from back when you was clocking minor figures. Now they heard you blowing up like nitro, and they wanna stick the knife through your windpipe slow. So, thank Fame for warning me, cause now I'm warning you. I got the Mac, nigga, tell me what you gonna do.
I was busy. Cameron's like, what the fuck is this?
Regroup. Let's roll. One more time.
Texas 101 Jam, movers and shakers.
Wait. Don't be my fucking job.
Okay. I'm sorry.
Stay in your lane, King Chair, man.
Wayneman.
No, not the lead chair. It's the big chair.
He's swinging his legs. Look at him.
Texas 101 Jam, movers and shakers. DJ Waynehead, A$AP.
D-Tay.
Mad Blizzy.
Whoa, nah, G Money.
Wait.
Wait a minute.
What he said?
We gotta get this shit right.
What he said?
We didn't approve of that shit,
Oh,
man.
you did it?
Mad Blizzy. That shit. No, we gonna take this shit from the top. And we Mad
Okay.
Glad, motherfucker.
2003 shit, man.
Cause that sounded mad.
Snoop Dogg, Rizzy, yeah.
We didn't approve of that, bro. You
Bro,
gotta go
your
through the protocol.
calling is Wans. Shut up, man.
No, it ain't, but I was on a text group with everybody with it.
Oh my God, but
Change.
I got y'all on live for a little bit.
Yeah.
We didn't approve of that shit.
All right,
Nope.
I'm ready.
So don't do it again.
I'm ready.
Nope.
I'm ready.
Y'all ain't approve of the Blizzy?
No. We didn't approve of that shit. He gotta go through protocol and call himself Mad Blizzy.
He's right. He's right. Let's
I
go.
said Glizzy.
No, yeah.
But I was gonna say it sounded.
Listen.
Hey, look, if you know, you know.
Mad
If you know, you know.
Don't
Mad
forget
No,
about
Glizzy
you
sound mad.
never say Mad Glizzy in a room.
No
We
glizziness
don't
around
wanna
here.
hear that name.
No glizziness around here.
Don't get intimidated now.
One more time. Last and final time.
I didn't even know this guy like that. No,
Texas 101 Jams, movers and shakers. DJ Waynehead, A$AP.
D-Tay.
Mad Vlad.
Whoa, nah, G Money.
Okay, and our special guest.
Denson Books. Calvin Denson.
Right on.
Hold on, we ain't approve out now.
Y'all ain't approving of nothing. You ain't approving of nothing. You can't even mention your name. Y'all ain't approving of nothing if you can't even mention your name around here.
Call the shot today, Tay. Come on, Tay, start us off,
Come
man.
in fire. Got you.
Since I'm in the king chair, I started off, and how we normally would start the show off is, we ask, where you from?
I'm from Beaumont, Texas, South Park.
Beaumont? Explain that.
I'm from South Park of Beaumont, Texas. That's my neighborhood where I grew up at. That's what helped make me who I am today.
So born in Beaumont.
Oh no, I was born in Atlantic City, New Jersey, but raised.
Don't get them started.
You know this?
No.
Locks,
This is my first time meeting him.
Jersey.
So Atlantic City.
Biggie.
Lion Raw.
Okay, so New Jersey, Elizabeth, New Jersey, Newark, New Jersey.
Well, to let y'all know, I don't know nothing about New Jersey.
No, you gonna crash the airplane.
My mom had me visiting her sister, so that's the only thing I had.
That's how them Jersey niggas do. That's how them Jersey niggas do.
Only thing I got from Jersey.
You heard what he said?
Y'all be outside.
Dukes had him. Mama's
I ain't never been back.
Visiting the spot.
Yeah.
Right?
You know what I mean? We know the
what
flight.
I mean?
Hey, baby, what you talking about?
But I ain't gonna lie. Everybody I met from Jersey, signed along this journey, man, they keep it real.
Yeah.
Jersey people keep it real.
Especially
man.
that guy.
Hey, man.
I signed a lot of books to people from Jersey just because I was born there. You born in Jersey?
Oh, they on the week supporting the house.
Okay. So You left Jersey at 2 months old.
Something like that. Basically. I don't remember
to
nothing.
Beaumont,
Texas.
That's where you spent most of your childhood?
I spent my whole childhood.
Okay. So give me what it's like growing up in Beaumont, Texas. Through your lenses.
Like, what you mean?
I mean, as far as you can recollect. Did I say that right? See what I'm saying? Yeah, it ain't kicked in yet. And in your memory, your opinion, what was it like growing up? Like, what are some of the things you've seen and
Well, growing up in Beaumont, Texas, well, one thing I know about my childhood is that mama can't control what go on outside your home, but she can control what go on inside her home. So, what she did inside her home is what made me who I am today. But when you go outside, you see the Crips, the Bloods, gangbanging, selling drugs, and that's what I was grew up around. So being that I grew up around those things, it was
in Beaumont.
In Beaumont, yeah, Beaumont is going down.
That's new.
What you talking about?
That's new.
Yeah, I ain't really hear about
Yeah, not in Beaumont.
Yeah, everything is in Beaumont, Texas. When you step outside your doors with growing up, that's what you see, and that's what I grew up around and growing up. So I got teased a whole lot growing up, but I can see how teasing could make kids go through some things in life. However, with me, it made me stronger.
Yeah,
I think
because my mind is paying back when you get bigger.
And with us, and I think our generation, I think it did something different to us than what it's doing to the kids now. See, now when the kids get teased, it hurts their feelings. They get depressed. With us, we was like, all right, let me see how I can do. What can I do to get them to stop teasing me? You know what I'm saying? So it motivated us to do something.
That's what they shoot shit up.
Yeah.
When they get teased, they want to kill shit now.
Yeah, with the quickness. Yeah.
So that's where my sense of humor came in a lot at too, because I had to learn how to hoorah. I mean, I'm cold. You can't. We could get the cracking jokes in there. But I had to learn that because I was getting talked about bad growing up.
Wait, so what was your badass doing to be playing? What was you doing? How you get hit by a car? What the fuck happened?
I actually got hit by a car at 3 years old, and what happened was I was back in the, I don't know about today, but them screen doors back then, you could, you had the metal plate there, the screen there. So my grandma left out the house. I was in California, and I was following her everywhere. So when I looked up and I seen the door closing, this was my mom told me, and I bust out the door, raining after her. I looked and seen her across the street. I was right behind her, and right when I got there, I believe, if I know the story correctly, my mama called me back. I almost made it to my grandma. But when I came back, that's when I got popped.
That's when you got popped.
Right.
So technically it wasn't his fault. Technically it wasn't your fault.
I mean, when you're 3, it can't be your fault. It just being just.
Well, no, it could be your fault.
I ain't 3 years old. You don't understand things like that.
Man, you being you. Yeah.
Man,
you don't understand right from wrong. Like
he trying to slam.
You know what I was doing at 3 years old? I was on a milk crate cutting hair professionally.
No, you don't. You didn't. Not today, Sam. Not today, Sam.
Regroup. You gonna tell me I'm lying?
Regroup.
Man,
you was chopping them up?
I was cutting hair professionally on the milk
somebody
crate.
was letting you give them a bald head, playing their head, that's what you was doing, giving bald heads. You wasn't cutting no hair. He was giving bald heads.
You don't believe me? I gotta call somebody?
No.
Man, we don't need nobody to co-sign. No line co-sign.
We'll roll with it. Do you remember what type of car it was?
The only thing I remember about my car accident is a red helicopter. I got light flighted out the street. That's the only thing I remember. A red helicopter. That's it.
That means it was bad.
That's dope. That was bad.
I was 3 years old. You people ain't remember like that.
Yeah.
Shit.
But when my brother tell me, my big brother say, the only thing he was 4 years older than me. He say the only thing he remembers about the accident was blood everywhere and my mama crying. I was looking up and my mama praying over me in the middle of the street. Wow. And he said you didn't start crying until people started looking and coming around there. You was just standing there looking up at everybody, just looking up. Yeah. But that's all I remember is blood and mama praying. That's it.
That sounds about right.
and I got hooked by my belt hook. That's how I got drugged up the street.
Oh my God.
And I believe that's what saved me.
Oh, so it wasn't like an impact. He didn't smack you. It's like you was like ran out the way, but he hooked you. He hooked your belt.
No, I got popped and went up under the car, and then got hooked by my belt hoop and drugged. But I honestly believe, but that's what kind of saved my life that day, because I believe if I would have got popped and flew, I probably what happened. Anything about me getting drugged, I think that's kind of helped me. But my mom said it was a lady on her way, an old lady hit me. And in California you got them hilly streets, so
Yeah.
I mean them up and down high streets.
So growing up, when you had all them scars, the kids was kind of rough on you.
Oh yeah, I got some bad names, especially with your last name being Denson. So I was Eric Denhead Denson. That's what my name was growing up. That's what my middle name.
No, I'm sorry.
What the fuck is wrong with you? What kind of animal are you, man?
Hey, I laugh at it now.
What kind of animal are you? You laugh at that man trauma, that man pain.
That ain't no trauma for me. At the end of the day, I had to learn
I'm just trying to make him
how to
feel bad.
bounce back when I
I'm
get
trying to
hurt.
make him feel bad.
But that was wild.
Bro, I felt bad when you said, "Oh, what kind of car hit you?" I was like, "What the fuck?"
A Volkswagen
So
1955.
real quick. So Waynehead, how'd you get here as a kid to get such
Man, say,
to
bro.
have such a situation going on over there? You got hit by a car too?
Yeah.
Hey, I'm just asking questions today.
That's
I'm just trying to figure stuff out.
Bro, you would.
When did you get here?
That's what I want to know.
Oh, you guys are going in today.
Okay.
My thing is like, what made you decide to that you was getting teased, lightly bullied or whatever by the other kids, but what led you to like, trying to, I guess, be funny with it, like make it out like joke.
I mean,
I'm sorry.
go ahead.
I'm sorry. We grew.
I had to make it out of a joke, or coming home crying from school every day. I used to. Plus, what happened was, I came home from school crying all the time, and my mom used to really, basically, as I get older, I look back and realize she was just telling me the story of the ugly duckling, the male version.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
but at the end of the day, I had to start learning how to joke back.
Yeah.
Word.
Hoorah
Was
back.
this elementary or was it elementary, middle school through high school?
Elementary for sure, middle school for sure. High school, that's when I really was.
You
Back-
had your get back ready.
I was ready by ninth grade. Plus, I was starting to be in the streets hustling, so I had money then. But
Money, all that other shit.
it wasn't money like that. It just I started getting more confident, and I wasn't really. I liked the girls, but I felt like girls didn't notice me because of the trauma I went through growing up.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, chicks used to tell me good qualities about myself, but it was hard to receive them because I was always talked about growing up.
You developed like a self-conscious thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, got you. So was that what motivated you to jump off that porch and start getting money?
No, I got money because my big brother was from California, and he's 4 years older than me, so I knew the street game. When you got a big brother that's 4 years older than you, learn things quicker
Pay attention.
than the other person. Plus, if you sleep in the same room as him, my mom had 4 boys, so me and him shared the room, and my 2 little brothers shared the room. So I got to see the game up close, and he was a straight crip from Cali. His daddy from Cali, so he was straight up California for life when he run local. So I seen the game through him, and he gonna always look out for his little brother. So so that's how the game come. Plus, I tell people, I started hustling because I was tired of wearing LA Gills, light up LA Gills in the middle school from Waynehead. So it's like, baby, at 9th grade, I ain't kid then. I gotta get it on. Try to get me some money in my pocket.
Why can't we see Wayne here? He the best part of the show. What the live said.
We wanted the same
as
thing.
far as your family goes, were most of them Crips as far, I'm just saying, as far as
No,
like,
that's just my big brother.
okay.
My big brother grew up in California.
Okay.
He was back and forth from Texas to California. His dad is from Cali. That's what.
Gotcha.
And my mom is from Cali as well. So we would go out there and visit, but he would stay there with his daddies for summer, for school years.
Yeah.
And then when he came home, he went and stayed out there his 9th grade year. When he came back, he wasn't running. He wasn't running no more. He was running low for sure, and he was big creeping.
Yeah.
So I ain't never been in no game.
So you in high school. What did you want to be?
What, in high school?
Well, growing up, you know, what was what was your aspiration? Like, what did you want to do?
Well, first of all, I'm blessed, and being a blessed child, because I got hit by that car, you see, I mean, you could tell I'm blessed. I'm a Christ child, so I've always had been smart and visions, but I guess I wanted to be a chemical engineer or something like that. I really didn't really know. My mom didn't raise us to like be something. She just showed us the work ethic. You see what I'm saying? And if I show you the work ethic and make sure you take care of your education. That's one thing education. That was all she really punched in our head 24/7. And then because if I give you education, you could be an author. You could become anything. So being an author just fell to me in a funny way. But so just growing up, I didn't really have no visions of just wanting to be someone. I guess you could say a chemical engineer, because I always was very smart in school. But at the end of the day, I was in them streets tough by the time high school came around. So that kind of blew out the window. It was all about getting money.
Did you just hear chemical engineer from somewhere to even say?
It was just any engineer. I just wanted to be an engineer, just to say I got an engineer in my name. Like right now, I'm gonna end my career as a professor, just so I want to be a professor of English and literature, and that's something I'm gonna do.
Yeah. Okay.
That's what's up.
I want to go touch back on to what you said about mom pushing the education, and I think it was that. And you say she didn't show you anything to inspire you to become something.
Yes, like growing up, I seen my mom, hustle. You feel me? She sold Avon. She taught summer school. She was a tutor. She was worked at daycares. She worked at the golf course. Damn. She helped, doing all these different and going to college at the same time. I seen her doing all this at the same time without anguish on her face. Yeah. People say, how you could do this? Man, you see, when I grew up watching my mama do it, so now I can do it like she did it. I just do it. You know what I'm saying? So she showed me the work ethic to become in education. She was always big on education. Like, I knew as long as I made good grades, she would leave me alone. Like, that's how I was so deep in the streets, because I know that joker out there doing what he doing, but he got them good grades though.
Yeah.
Straight up.
And I was just gonna speak to that. You know how your parents, they push education, get your education, because that's all they know. You know what I'm saying? Right. Like, hey, get your education, graduate from high school, go to college, and that's not necessarily the thing, you know what I'm saying? Or the blueprint for success, because we know motherfuckers with degrees, you know what I'm saying? That degrees, we make more money than, you know what I'm saying?
So where was your pops?
Well, my mom, my real pops wasn't in my life. I didn't meet him till I was 17 and 18. That's another story, but I love him to death. That's my pops right now. I mean, me and him like two peas in a pod, but I was raised under my little brother's dad, who was from Beaumont. That's how we get to Beaumont, because my mom is from Cali, and they met at the Marine Corps out there. And at Air Force Base in Oceanside. But he was a preacher. That's where my godliness, my knowledge in the Word of God and all that come from, because we was church every day, 24/7 church, Monday through Sunday, because he's a preacher, and that's what our lives was. When I look back, I realized, you know what I'm saying, that's my dad too. You know what I'm saying? That's my dad right there.
So how did he feel about you being in the streets? not your real dad, because you didn't meet you till you was. I mean, you didn't really get in touch with him until you were 17. So y'all didn't get a stepdad. That's the preacher. What was his? How did he view you when he seen you in the streets? Like, did he try to get you?
His son was in the streets too, though.
Nah, yeah, that's my little brothers. My oldest brother's not from here. My oldest brother's daddy from California.
Okay.
But see, when we got in the streets because my mom divorced my stepfather when I was 6 going on 16 years old.
Yeah.
So when she divorced him, we was out there because we ain't had that rain. Like she used to say, I should have waited to divorce Henry because as soon as I divorced him, y'all just, mama can't raise me.
Yeah.
So, and she got to work more hours now. Sleep, always sleep. So as soon as she go to sleep, we out the back door going in the street. So he wasn't around when we went to the streets.
Okay.
So
They was divorced.
Do you still have some kind of relationship with him?
Mm-hmm.
Still there?
So
That's what's up.
you say your real pops came into the picture when you was around 17. How did y'all meet up?
I went and visited. I went to my mom sent me off to the Navy. It didn't last long. I got out the Navy quick as they put me in there. She was like, I ain't never seen a boy say he was getting out the Navy and got out the Navy. This nigga here, boy. I called up on that one phone call. I say, Mama, I bust out crying in that booth. I say, Mama, every day I ain't finna stay here. She say, boy, you can't get out the Navy. I say, Mama, I'm finna get out the Navy.
Why you wanted that so bad?
Cause man, that ain't for me. Because it's
too much.
Being a very smart man, I ain't got nothing against the service. Being that I'm very smart, the service really is some BS to me. I ain't saying it to nobody else if it's good for the simple fact it don't make sense.
Nah, I need you to elaborate.
Because I'm very smart. It don't make sense to go to the service if you ain't trying to do. If you're not trying to retire from the service, then going to the service, it don't make sense. And I wasn't trying to retire, do no 20 piece in there, because all you want to go to the service for 4 years, maybe 6, maybe 8. When you get out, you could get a job, a federal job. Ooh, you can get a house for $1. You get grants. Man, I could do that. Not going to the Navy, I can get a grant and go to college and start my life in 4 years while you still in the service.
What about that medical when you get out, though?
I could do all that.
That's free money. That's free money.
I mean, it's cool.
It's benefits
It's
to it.
It's benefits to it. It's just when I thought about it at the time, it didn't make sense because doing 4 years of my life, doing service and then getting out to start a life out the service, man, that time I could have been in college starting my life. You know what I'm saying? That's how I thought about it. That's how I look at it.
You get to travel. You probably went to places that you have never would have went without being in the service.
That don't excite me. See, that's what I'm saying. It ain't knocking nobody. It just wasn't for me.
Yeah.
That don't excite me to go traveling and stuff.
You gotta travel where they tell you to travel.
Yeah, I'm not
travel.
into all that right there. I'm not.
Yeah.
I don't like to be bossed. That's why I'm an author.
So wait, I had to step out. So where did we go to the Army? That's where your pop sent you?
No, my mom sent me there. She made me when I graduated high school. Cause I was in the streets so much, she sent me to she said, you signing up for the Navy. And when I got there, shoot, hey, I'm out of here. So I was there for like 3 to 6 months. And then when I got out the Navy, it was based in Great Lakes, Michigan. Chicago is right there too. So when I got out the Navy, that's when he was there. I went chill with my old man.
Wow.
That's when I first met my daddy, my real dad. Yes.
Out of all the services, why the Navy?
That's what she wanted me to go to.
Oh, okay.
I did a lot of things in my life for my mom. Like I actually graduated high school because my mom wanted me to graduate high school. I didn't want to graduate. I was about to quit, and she cried. She said we sitting on the couch. She say my big brother didn't graduate. She say, son, dang, I don't deserve a child to graduate high school. You know what I'm saying? That's what y'all gonna do me. You know what I'm saying? Because I wanted to quit, and she was like, she just was bawling and crying like, you smart. It's crazy. You got all the grades, but you don't want to go to school. You want to quit? You gonna do me like that? And
see,
and I was like,
mom
man,
probably was
I'm gonna
taking
graduate,
on that.
mom. I went back and started getting it on again because school was easy. When stuff easy, if it stopped being challenging, I'd be trying to move on to something else.
All right, so
I was gonna say, mom probably just was so heartbroken about it because none of her kids graduated. Now she feel like
Well, my
a failure.
oldest brother, she got one child older than me.
Yeah.
When he didn't graduate, she like, oh nah, y'all gonna do me like this?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Now I
She
gotta
probably
wait
felt like a
another
failure,
4
like,
years to my
damn,
other
you-
little brothers
Yeah.
to graduate.
But not only that, but she saw how how intelligent he was
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
sort
for
of
him to-
potential and
I tell you how smart he is in 2 minutes. You know?
Yeah, he throwing it out there.
Oh yeah, I'm very smart. That's one thing I can't hate, man. Don't play me for stupid, man. Because I'm like, I could play you for stupid, but I don't because I respect you. Don't play me for stupid, bro.
No doubt. So now you're out the Navy.
Yeah.
What next?
I went and stayed with my dad in Chicago for like 2 to 3 weeks. My mom wanted me to stay out there.
Okay.
She really wanted me to stay out there, but
Money.
but when I was out there, I couldn't do it because it was just Chicago, a different animal. And that's when you realize that you from the country. Like, I'm from the country. When you grow up, you realize, they say you from the country, like, this ain't no country. You stay in Chicago, you be like, this is the country. I'm going back to the country. And it just was a different animal. I ain't like it out there, so I came back home. But I really was trying to come back home and get it back on with the streets.
Yeah.
But that's what it was all about, trying to get back to the crib.
Chi-Town.
But that's what Chi-Town was. When we got off the L, went home, and when I turned on watching TV, and I wore a lot of red growing up. Never been in the game, but that's what I wrote. The south side of Beaumont was red.
Okay.
They wore red. So as soon as I get out watching TV, and I see on the news, guy just killed around the corner for wearing color red. I'm like, what? I call my mom, I say, Mama, I'm not gonna live out here. I say, Mama, they getting killed. I say, you see the news? I say, they getting killed out here in Chicago. She say, just try it out. I say, man, I'm not staying out here.
Just wear your green jacket, baby.
I'm not staying, because I had jewelry. I was from the street. I was in the streets tough. I was Scarface then. That's what my nickname is. So I was Scarface then. So I had big necklace.
Scarface?
I grew up with the nickname Scarface. That's why I tell people, don't get mad at me because I embraced my name. Talking about you, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I finally embraced my name.
Yeah.
Yeah, the jokes was on them because that's a hard ass nickname.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm the only one in Beaumont too.
Okay, so now you leave Chicago.
And then back to the streets.
Back to the streets.
Back to the streets,
After the
yeah.
Navy, you went back.
I was
to the
only in
streets?
there 6 weeks. What I only was gone 6 weeks.
Oh, he said you had to get up out of there.
Oh, see,
I never left the streets.
Yeah.
But he took a little break from the streets.
I went back to the streets, but I promised my mom that I would go to college. So I ended up going to college to be a process operator. And I was...
Wait. I'm not the sharpest knife in the drawer, and I'm not afraid.
You're not smart.
to ask you,
You're not smart.
what's the process? What's that process?
Essentially what you do, but a different process.
Mm-hmm.
Essentially what you do.
You a process
Is it LIT?
Yeah, LIT, Lamar LIT.
Lamar. When y'all went to Lamar, didn't y'all?
Yeah.
It deals
I
with
went up there a lot.
distillation columns, processing. And I actually was killing the game in process. Like I say, I'm a very smart man. So I was making once again, shining in the school system.
Okay.
And I had one semester left and ended up going to the penitentiary. Damn. Right when I was going to become.
Now see, that wasn't smart.
I never gave up the streets. I was always doing. See, the things I do now in my life is for me. I always did things in my life for mama. You see what I'm saying? Until I learned how to do it for me. That's how I'm not on drugs no more. That's why I'm doing the things I do. That's why I walk on my hands, stay tall.
Oh. Not on drugs no more. Come on. What happened? You started using?
Yeah, PCP. I was doing the water.
Wow.
How did you get introduced to that?
My big brother sold PCP. So he from California. So he sold weed and PCP. I sold weed as well, marijuana with him. Well, not with him, but he would front me a little stuff here and there. But I used to I got introduced to PCP through him. He never gave me none, not one time, but I stole it.
You snuck a pack.
Yeah, I was stealing it because we shared the same room.
Gotcha.
So I would take sticks and stuff from and things from him. Yeah. And he ain't gonna miss it if he got 1 million rolled up.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Right?
So we'll smoke it, you know, and I've been doing drugs. I mean, like I say, if you have an older brother, you get introduced to things a lot quicker. So,
Especially when they out there.
and if he's 4 years older than you, so that means if that's 16 and he in the game, so I'm 12.
Yeah, that shit moving
So
fast,
I'm learning.
bro.
I'm smoking a
That shit
cigarette
moving
at
fast.
12.
No
And
doubt.
a sherm stick at 12.
Yeah, that shit moving fast for you.
Yeah.
Was it out of curiosity or was it to just kind of escape what your reality was at the time?
Oh, never was escape. When you're young, it's more curious. I guess you could say it's curiosity. It's just trying to be hip, I guess.
Yeah.
You
But
know, that's what everybody.
that,
Yeah, that's a.
you know what I'm saying?
But you
That's-
don't know
you know what,
that at 12.
Yeah,
You just
it was
they
a lot
just-
of niggas that was smoking the shirt.
I'm
We all
44.
shirt.
I'm 44.
That's the dip cigarette, right?
Yeah,
No, that's
we
the
call
dip.
it
The
shirt.
sherms is this marijuana rolled up into the joint. They real small.
Oh,
Dip
no.
cigarettes came a little later. That's when they
Right.
started dipping it. Well, they had dip cigarettes. Then they used to do it on Moors. But the Newport dip cigarettes came down the line. Back in the day, people smoked the sticks.
Bro, I knew a dude who was maybe a year older than me. He used to smoke coke in his cigarettes.
Yeah, yeah.
He put
Yeah.
coke in the rocks, and he would tie the end of it
A lot
up.
of motherfuckers just do
Yeah.
that with
And yeah,
the weed.
I ain't
It's
do
called
nothing to
Primos.
that. The only thing I ever
Yeah.
did was smoke weed and dip PCP. And I got addicted to PCP.
Man.
But
That's a very addictive thing.
Yeah.
PCP.
it's very addictive. And I only been sober now, one day at a time for
No doubt.
10 years.
no doubt. Salute.
that's good.
Salute to you,
Salute,
bro.
man, for
That takes
real.
a strong dude, man, to overcome any addiction.
Yeah. I was
So
about
salute
to
to you,
ask,
man.
like, how, what was that process like? Trying to break off of that shit.
You don't see. First of all, you got to realize you have an addiction,
Yeah.
I'm gonna say
and
that.
you don't know you're addicted if you balling. You know what I'm saying? If you can buy drugs, whatever you want to do, and have
It's
unlimited
accessible.
funds to
Right.
get it,
Yeah.
you don't know you're addicted.
Right.
So I didn't know I was addicted until I was 25, 26, because I had got out the penitentiary. I did 32 months in the pen, in penitentiary, and when I got out, I got a job and everything. That was my last month of parole, and my last month of parole, I ended up winning. Like, man, I'm about to be on parole, so I'm gonna give me a dip cigarette. I ain't thinking I'm addicted to it though.
Right.
You don't know you're addicted, you know. So
So you was dipping cigarettes before you got locked up.
yes,
Okay.
yeah. Before I was on drugs since I've been on the PCP since I was like 12 to 13 years old.
Wow.
But
Took that long.
I wasn't addicted at that age.
Gotcha.
Right.
Because it just experimented
Right,
being
right.
hip. When I became full throttle in the dope game, that's when I got addicted because I can buy a lot of PCP.
Fellas, real quick, not to stop, hold the thought. We're gonna go to a commercial break for 2 minutes. Refill, restroom, do everything you need to do.
Texas 101 Jams, Movers and Shakers. DJ Waynehead,
doing all right.
ASAP.
Tay.
Mad Vlad.
Whoa, now, G Money. Oh man, I'm waiting for Wayne, man. I'm waiting for Wayne, man. Not bad. Whoa, nah.
He told me everything. Everything you know, I know. I know he ain't shit.
Man, it's a good meeting, bro. DJ Wayne.
Nice to meet you.
Fellow author,
That's
too.
his chair right there.
Fellow author.
Yeah, man.
Oh, fellow Arthur, man.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, man. Nobody started in here because y'all the truth.
I'm getting ready to start it.
Yeah. Oh, G Money got the fucking shit. Fucking guy, man.
Whoa, now.
Whoa, nah.
Camera on yet?
Yeah, it's on.
Everything's on.
We live.
Hey, I'll get your ass
You
at
gotta
the
show
show.
love now, bro.
I'll show you love. No, get your ass at the show, G Money.
What's that number again, Sap?
The real number.
201. 85, okay. 850 3388. That's okay. You keep on.
Yeah.
I got something for your ass after these motherfucking cameras go off.
Okay. I got to come back with it.
Whoa, now.
Regroup. Yeah, regroup. All right, motherfucker. I got you regroup. Texas 101 Jams, movers and shakers.
DJ Waynehead.
ASAP.
D-Tay.
Mad Vlad.
Whoa, nah, G Money.
And our special guest.
Denson Books, Arthur Calvin Denson.
Okay.
It don't sound as fly job, but hey, it is what it is.
No.
Yeah,
I gotta work on that when I come up here next time. I'll be like,
There you go.
yeah, real talk. I'm gonna have it down packed next time. Why?
All right, so
So where was we? I want to get right back.
okay, yeah, you were talking about your STDs.
We was not talking about that.
Hey,
It's spiritual. Inside out.
You got out the pen.
No, he was addicted to.
He was addicted.
So he got off of it.
He got off of it.
You figured out you had an addiction. That's how you decided to.
Yeah,
That's where we was at.
I
Yeah.
figured out I had an addiction because I had to work for to get high. That's when I realized I had addiction. I didn't realize it then because I got high for the first time. It was just teasing, playing with it, and then you do it again. Like, man, I ain't doing that. And then next thing you know, you back with the hooks in you, like you was before. And you going to work, you get paid, and I'm going by. As soon as I get paid, I'm going buy drugs, PCP. And I'm not just a little. I go pay my bills, and the rest I'm talking about broke the next day. And that's when I was like, whoa. I'm addicted to drugs, man. That's bad. I got a addiction, and I realized, like, man, that's when I realized because I'm like the crackhead, straight up.
I was gonna say
I'm like the crackhead, bro. Like
I was gonna say that sound like the characteristics of somebody who addicted to crack.
And
you
that,
know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. I didn't.
We have functioning crackheads.
Absolutely.
You know, motherfuckers that get up, go to work every day, and when they get paid on Friday,
the next day, bro.
Yeah.
Bills paid.
Yeah.
Groceries in the refrigerator, but broke. Broke and you staying broke because now you getting fronted. So when you get paid again, you gotta pay your bill. So
do you find yourself like, you know, if someone even mentions, you know, PCP or you're around it or whatever, is there any kind of temptation about it? Or do you
nah, but it is one day at a time.
Right.
It's crazy because first of all, I got off the drugs. I had went back to the penitentiary for some that was untrue. But at the end of the day, I thank God I went to jail. I wish I could shake the officer's hand that took me to jail that day for no reason. You know what I'm saying? Because when I went to the penitentiary the last time, that's when I told myself, I'm finna get off this shit.
Yeah.
I'm finna get off this mess. And I wrote my book Grace in there as well. Because I was like, you're gonna lock me up, you can't lock my mind up. This is the only book I wrote in the penitentiary. I was like, I'm finna write grace on you, because you wanna lock me up for free, I'm finna make some money off this.
So since we there, so what gave you that mindset to say, all right, like you said, you can lock me up, but you ain't gonna lock my mind up. Let me write a book.
Yeah, because I'm finna write a book novel. I was already a writer. I'm already an author. That wasn't my first book. That's my third book.
So let's start there. What led you to writing?
What led me to writing was I was still on the drugs though we'll go to the drugs later again. But what led me to writing was I was really just coming home from work and wanted to write a book. I have a gift from God in writing, first of all. I can actually write a book while we on this podcast. It's a straight gift. And
make me the lead. Well, go ahead.
I make you the lead. I'm cold with it. But because I write 3 books at a time too as well. But when I was coming home from work and wanted to write, it popped in my head. First of all, men are always thinking of trying to get rich queens, trying to find something. So I always set my mind to think outside the box. Plus, when I got out the penitentiary, I told myself that first time, I told myself I gotta think of something, because I don't see myself working like that and all that other stuff because I'm too smart for that. And so I started writing. The idea came in my head, and I actually went home, and I was married at the time, and I told my wife that I want to write a book, and her first response was, "If anybody could write a book, it's you." So
why you think she said that?
Because I'm a very smart guy. That's what she said. That's what that word she said. If anybody can write a
book,
book,
put a counter up on
if anybody can write a book, Calvin, it's you. Because you. I say for real. She said, yeah, you're very smart. So I'm like, wow, you think I'm that smart to write a book?
Huh?
Number 32.
Yeah. I'm like, you think I'm that smart to write a book? She said, yeah. So I went up upstairs and I ended up writing the first part of Autumn, which is my first book right here. This is my first book, Autumn. This is my love. The only book my mom was allowed to see me write right there. And so when you do something like this, anybody could think of something. And anybody can start something. But to keep you doing it, to push you, to keep you doing it, you need a push. And my push was my mom passing away of cancer. She was, it was the last year of her life. So I left, me and my, shortly after me and my wife had separated and we going through the divorce stage. And I went home, stayed with my mom, which I was gonna do anyway because, hey, it was more we getting the divorce because I really kind of, it really wasn't anybody know what to do to reconcile or whatever. But when mama got on her last leg, hey, I'm out of here, nigga. Hey, straight up, nigga. It's about mama right now. Period. I ain't got time to think about nothing else. That's all that's on my mind. A woman that's gonna have been to these penitentiaries, drove that road up the road, invested all this in me. So when I was writing my first book, it was really me showing my mom I wasn't a dummy. I like mama, don't think you failed as a mother. I don't want you to think you failed as a mother because of me. I know I've been in and out of jail. I know my life. I'm on these drugs. I'm on PCP. I ain't really got no place to stay. I stay at y'all, sleep in your house, all this other stuff. But I'm not a dummy. So whenever that day come and you go, I want to call you home. Don't hold on to this life because of me. Because look, mama, I'm very smart. I'm very smart, mama. You know what I'm saying? So that was my push. And that's still kind of my push today. Because as I wrote this book, my mom used to always come in and ask me where I was in the book. And when she did, I would say, Mom, I'm in chapter 8. And she'd say, well, all right, when you finish with it, can you come read to me? And I'm like, yeah, I'll come read to you. So when I write now, that's why I never get writer's block. Like I say, I could write a book talking to y'all. It's because I still hear my mama ask me, what happened next, son? And I keep writing. This is what happened next, mama. Straight up. Ain't no writer's block, mama. I'm going to show you what happened next.
Let me ask you a question. You said you were still using when you wrote your first book, right? A lot of times artists talk about using while they're creating, and they create some of the most amazing music they've ever created while they were using. Do you think that was something that may have, do you think you wrote some amazing things or did some of your best work while you were still using, or?
Not necessarily, because I write all these books now. I wrote Autumn and Tree, the only 2 books. My first 2 books is Autumn is Tree, Autumn is Tree. Autumn is the girl, Tree is the boy. They boyfriend and girlfriend. Tree is from Houston, Autumn is from Beaumont, and Tree is the closest to my story. Really, these 3 books right here really is my story, wrapped up in a story form. Tree is when he goes to the penitentiary. This is a penitentiary. He's in jail in this book, so that's the closest to my story when I was in jail. And whenever Autumn takes care of her mother in these 2 books, that's me taking care of my mom on her last days.
I like the way you think of your books.
Yeah. So those
art, I would say.
Yeah, that's the straight art. So, so when I wrote the books, that didn't help. I ain't gonna say it helped my creativity. I never thought of it that way because I wrote Grace. I didn't speak at 2 universities for those books. I spoke at 2 universities for this book. So which is about a preacher who dies and go to hell, and in hell he preached the gospel. I'm writing a sequel to this book right now as we speak, titled War with Satan, and that's part 2. So it really didn't help it's all just a psych in their head.
Yeah.
They freestyle, and they just that's just a way for them to keep them using drugs.
Out of all of these books, which one do you feel is personally your best work?
Well, Autumn is my love.
Mm-hmm.
That's my heart. That's my love right there. My best. I get better and better each time I write a book. When you read my books, you're gonna grow with me as a writer, because I'm learning more different ways to write. But my most fun book to write, this is my best-selling novel, Tree. I'll Never Be Broke with Tree. I'll Never Be Broke with my book, My Dad Says Yes, and Mommy Has Eyes in Back of Her Head. Them 3 books sell like crazy.
You say Mommy Has
Yeah.
Bro, that is the book my wife read to Buddy every night.
But this
Yeah, Mommy Has Eyes.
Oh, she
in the
read
back
my
of
book?
her head. Yeah. I swear to God.
Yeah, this one here,
That is the book.
and this one here, these 2 right here,
Wow.
I'll Never Be Broke.
That's
Real.
crazy.
And then it comes Why Me on bullying, and I wrote this one because of what I went through
Wow,
as a
I wonder if
child.
she's on here.
She was. She not on.
Or what I went through as a child. That's what made me come up with Why Me on bullying.
I'm gonna have to call up.
And because I like I said before, I can see how bullying could hurt someone, but it didn't do that to me. But that's what I channeled to write this book.
Right, you helping over
Because I could see with things I went through, man, that hurt. That could have hurt someone. But I just learned, I just grew through having a big brother who ain't gonna let you be weak.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Who punches on you, who gangster. So it was just different for me. But I could, like I say, I could see why how it can hurt a kid. But Grace is my most fun book to write. I thought when I wrote Grace, I thought it was gonna be the hardest book for me to write. But I realized Grace was the easiest book for me to write because it's a made up story. These books all my books are fiction, but these are real life fiction. Meaning it gotta be they gotta be real.
Somebody can relate
So
to
it's
it.
based off of
Like the places I put in there, that's all real. When I wrote Grace, he goes to hell. And I realized, I'm like, I can do anything I want to do with this character. I can make him fly like Superman. I can make him shoot spider webs out his hand and jump high like the Matrix. I'm like, so it ended up I was writing. I'm like, I get to have so much fun in this book.
So do you see yourself, or you see your material ever becoming movies? Or
Grace gonna become a movie one day. A lot of people come at me for Grace for movies, but I never let you gotta come with some millions for Grace. For the simple fact, I don't want to mess it up. To capture what I capture in Grace, you gonna I'm not for the you can't just it gotta be a motion picture.
Gotta be,
You know what I'm saying?
done right.
Are you even open to even leading up before you get to the movies? Just any type of visual relating to the book.
What, Grace?
Any one of them.
I wouldn't mind these being just some good real life stories on any book because they real life. But Grace, that's what they want, and you ain't getting Grace.
It's even like a play or anything
unless
like that.
you're gonna be an motion picture.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? What about
millions and millions of dollars?
A play.
I could do a play with Grace. I mean, that's different. If somebody was open for that,
But plays turn into movies.
But when you want to make a movie out of it, you got to come with the bread.
You know your value.
Because I ain't finna let you mess up the it's dragons. Look, this is what Grace is about. It says, one would think that a pastor of a church would no doubt enter the pearl gates of heaven. That is until Pastor Grace dies and has to stand before Jesus not prepared to give an account for his life's deeds. He thinks he's okay because of the flourishing ministry he pastored while alive. But Jesus knows the truth because he is the truth and sentences Pastor Grace to Hades/Sheol. Throughout Hades, Pastor Grace must learn to survive the dark souls he'll attract while on the quest to find Sharia, the path to the watery place. Queen Jezebel, King Azazel, Dagon the demon, the great Leviathan, and creatures that don't exist in the natural world anymore are just a few he's up against. His days are numbered with the price on his head for cold water in the midst of hellish temperatures. during his journey, he comes to realize that even though he didn't make it into heaven, he is still going to preach the gospel the way Jesus ordained him to. That is, if Satan doesn't have anything to say about it first. You got to come with, to capture that, you ain't finna just come with no change, no trying to capture that. You got to capture all kind of stuff. So that's why it ain't became a movie yet.
You know what? To me, that seems like it could be like a cartoon, like an animated type of thing.
Mm-hmm. And I'm writing War with Satan right now. It's coming out good too. I'm on chapter 4.
Yeah, that would be like a animated type of thing for me. And I think, you know, that would you could capture, because I mean, you can do it in a regular form, but I think if it's animated, you could really capture the stuff. Because you can make it whatever.
I feel the animation part, as far as, you know, going the way of, you know, telling about bullying, you know, and being teased and everything, you know. Because I know we all see, you know, kids, even in the news and headlines and stuff. That's why a lot of kids are shooting up schools, for you know, committing, you know, taking their own lives. I can put it another way, but
bullying is just not susceptible to just children, bro.
No.
It's bullying in the workplace.
Cyberbullying it's bullying in the workplace. It's just bullying in common. Your neighbor could be a damn bully.
Oh, absolutely.
Like it's
just that
it's more prevalent than in every aspect of life.
You do your CBTs.
Yeah. I just see it as, you know, y'all are absolutely right as far as bullying in all ages and levels, or, you know, industries or whatever, but I do see it, you know, hitting harder when it comes to kids, you know.
But see, actually, Why Me is my #1 book to read at any school I go to. I read this book at high schools, middle schools. I read it at juvenile correctional facilities.
Right.
Oh, and by the way, this is my mom on the cover of these books.
Okay. All right.
She was a teacher, and I write these in honor of her. This is Why Me on bullying. Bad Luck Felix is Missing Mom at School. This is My Other Love. It's the first book I wrote in honor of my mom. It's pink because she passed away of cancer. And I have Jeff the Janitor to teach kids about germs. I never mentioned COVID in this book, but I had the kids wearing masks and everything. And really, I wrote the book the way I wrote it because I know that one day we was gonna take off the mask. Right. So in the future, this book gonna be around for life. Right. So when the kids read this book in the future and they see the pictures with the kids wearing masks and stuff throughout the book, they would have a time for the teachers to, they won't ask the teachers why they have on masks in the book. And the teacher will get to explain to them about COVID. And I also wrote this book because it takes a village to raise a child. In order to get a Calvin Denson, we all have to do our part. Everyone. Jeff the Janitor teaches them about germs. It's not the teacher. It's the janitor is. Red the school bus driver is teaching them about school bus safety. It's not the teacher. I like that. We all have to do our part. And this is the fun story about riding the school bus. It's going to be 5 of these books in total. The 5th one is called My Piggy Bank, and I'm waiting to 2026. I'm an author of 15 books. 10 of my books are out right now. My next novel comes out in October. It's called The Perfect 8, and it's about sometimes you win and sometimes you learn. You never lose. The only L you catch is a learning L. And it's about a bull rider named Colt McCown. I can't wait. It's for ages 10 and up, inspired by the movie Stand By Me. Now, that was a fun book for me to write for the simple fact, people don't realize when I write these books, I get to be all these characters at one time. So I got to be a teenager again writing that book, so it was pretty cool. But this is Mommy Has Eyes in Back of her head, my best-selling kid book as of right now. And My Dad Says Yes is The Fun Day with Dad. Came out for Father's Day. These two books sell like crazy. And these are my 2 best books. But My Dad Says Yes is a collaboration with Henry Art Smith. He's from Beaumont, Texas. He's one of the #1 artists in Beaumont. And I was the #1 I am the #1 author in Beaumont. So we did a Beaumont collaboration to show kids they could be anything they want to be. And we put Kobe number on there because Kobe was a good dad. Kobe colors. And that's his sorority colors as well. So this was out of all the books I've written, I feel this is the book my mom is most proud of me of, for the simple fact, she has 4 boys, and they ain't never raised them by herself because she has our fathers wasn't around. I mean, they left us. So to write this book, be about being a good father. My reason for writing this book was to show kids that show fathers out there it's fun to be a daddy. You do not have to run from that responsibility. Like, why is you running from a responsibility that's a big joy in your life to keep you going, an extra battery for when that battery that God gave you, I mean, your natural battery run down. This the other battery that ain't gonna never run out. Because you gotta go get it, brother. You got this right here, that child. So,
do you have any audio books?
Yeah,
not yet. That's when I was working on that. I'm working on that right now. But I'm gonna make probably Tree and Autumn's Love. I'm finna get on the audio books with my novels. I'm missing a lot of. I'm missing a lot of. I'm missing a lot of money. I can't read the books audio, man. If people don't realize, before I'm tired of this book when it comes to me reading it. Before I turn this book in, I done read this book probably 50 times. Because it got. I mean,
I think that would make it even better for you.
Nah,
because guys that do it professionally.
Nah, I be from what I hear about these audio people,
I like to hear
they doing the thing on the audio. I'm like, I can't do that. I can't do that. I've been hearing people say they make them come to life.
Quick question for you: the artwork on the other 4 books with your mom on them, who did that artwork?
This is Yorkshire. I'm with Yorkshire Publishing. I'm a published author, and the lady who did these pictures for my mom book, she sent an email to the publishing officer saying, I don't care what y'all got me working on. If CALVIN DENSON want me to write a book, illustrate his book, that's the book I'm finna start on. For the simple fact, he writes children books with meaning. And I'm tired of drawing pictures of children books and just drawing pictures. His pictures, I gotta make a story. Go with his story.
And I'm asking because I noticed that those 4 covers with your mom is holding the book of the book.
Oh yeah, it's
something I've
by the way,
never seen.
There's 2 stories in one. You're reading 2 stories in one.
Oh, okay.
You reading the first. It's my mom reading to her kindergarten class on the alphabet man. So like in school, at school that day, they're having trouble with bullying. So she read the book Why Me. They're having trouble on the school bus. She read the school bus driver. They're having trouble not being with colds and being kids doing what they do when they get sick. So she read a book on germs. And I still have Best Friends. The Perfect 8 come out. I put out 2 books a year. October, The Perfect 8 comes out. The next year, I'm gonna put out Best Friends. I'm gonna write 2 books for Black History, but my book for Black History is called Best Friends. It's about a white girl and a black boy who are best friends. And at the end of the day, we're all sisters and brothers. It's gonna be a good book. And I also putting out a book next year called Gualita, grandmother, who has a mixed grandchild, and she speaks to he or she in Spanish so that he can know his roots. And then I have Kids Who Read or Kids Who Succeed. That's starring me.
We got another author on the live, Just Jay. Just checked in.
Kids Who Read or Kids Who Succeed. That's going to be starring me, where I'm going to be in a library type setting. And I'm going to go through the kids. I'm going to talk to the kids that day, and then I'm going to actually put myself in the book. This is the only book I'm going to put myself in. And just say a child want to be a mechanic. Well, let's go read books who on mechanic, because Kids Who Read are Kids Who Succeed. That's how I end each one. And then I also have Hold My Pinky, which is about which
pinky are we talking about?
Hold My Pinky is for
a pinky there.
Nah, it's Hold My Pinky, which is for grandparents. It's a grandparent book for ages 1 and 3 years old, and it's starring me.
Just saying, I want to clarify.
With my grandbaby. Oh, and this is my grandbaby. And
we got a widespread audience.
Yeah, and then I got my piggy bank to show kids how to save money.
Oh, no doubt.
Yeah, that's gonna be my next 4 books.
Oh wow.
So, real quick, you don't have me hold my pinky?
Oh man.
The kids the kids like to hold your pinky.
Yeah. So where can people find your books to purchase them?
At DensonBooks.com, DENSON.com. If you want a signed copy, that's getting it from off Amazon, or you can go on any major platform and find my books. If you want a signed copy, you can email me at cdenson2001@yahoo.com. I mail out books all the time throughout the United States. So that's how you could get at me if you want the book, densonbooks.com, or email me at cdenson2001@yahoo.com.
Okay. All right, let's get into a movers and shakers moment. We got 20 minutes.
Yes.
But we got about 40.
So, we have another segment of the show that we call the Movers and Shakers. Our moment segment. When they say that. Basically what it is, we have these questions that be on our minds, on our hearts, and they require you to answer them with feeling, thought-provoking.
Come on,
sometimes that's
Tank, do
super
this
certain.
shit.
Hold on.
like me.
I want to drip.
No, I don't.
He's trying to sound.
I'm glad you recognize it.
He's trying to sound like
the
a
first
very
time.
smart guy.
Yeah.
He ain't doing
Yeah, he trying to TI this shit. Come
That's
on,
the
man.
first sign of addiction. You recognize that you.
No doubt.
But they
Admit my
require you
flaws.
to dig deep for the answers sometimes. And sometimes they're really surface, sometimes they're very toxic, sometimes they're just some bullshit.
Come on, Tay. I'm sorry.
Not while I'm in the chair.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
I just want to say thank y'all for the other interview as well.
Silence.
He knows the interview is about to be over.
Nah, so as we go into the next segment, I want to say thank you.
Yeah.
No doubt, man.
So,
Thank you.
anybody got a question?
Yeah, regroup. Let's go.
I got a question. 'Cause
Let's go.
Y'all done serious this whole show out. I'm for the bullshit, man. I'm on the bullshit. All right.
Show out, though.
Let's say you got a feeling, you got an inkling, it's intuition that your lady is cheating on you.
Here we go.
Do you ignore it, or do you pursue the feeling you have? And if you pursue it, how do you pursue it?
You talking to me? Or that's my question or anybody question?
You go first. You go first. You the guest.
Well,
Don't incriminate yourself now.
Why
Nah.
you just check back in?
well, to me,
She know how I give it up.
I don't right offhand. I ain't pursuing nothing because I really ain't got time for all that. I mean, if you a grown woman, you can do what the hell you want to do. But if I start to see it's really something, like I really feel like it's a real inkling, and it's really because I'm a very busy man. So if it's really getting to me to where I have to ask or something, I mean, I ask in a roundabout way. But at the end of the day, I ain't gonna even lie, man. Hey, when your mama die, you know what I'm saying? You really don't really give. I'm still going through that stage right now in my life, and it been 12 years to where I ain't tripping.
Yeah.
If that's what, hey, we could move on to the day. I ain't tripping. We could do it. We could do what it do. I'm Gucci. My name Calvin Denson. I'm author of 15 books.
So, ladies,
So-
if y'all dating Calvin, as long as y'all don't interrupt his daily shit,
Yeah.
Cheat.
get your shit
Not
off.
cheating. I'm just saying, if you doing it like that, we can make. We ain't even got to be doing this. We can just go our separate ways because I ain't got time to be playing with shit. I'm on a real mission.
Sure. That's all I got. You know, that's what I do.
Did that make sense?
Yeah. Not for you.
When you on a mission, that's what I'm saying. I'm different from y'all. Y'all gonna have another answer because I'm on a real mission up here,
I feel you.
Well, I'll go.
and I'm not married too.
If I'm married,
See, you different.
if I
Married
got an
is different.
increment, first of all, I'm gonna go upside your head
Hey,
for even
you heard that, huh?
Even being a thought in my head.
even it being a thought,
Hey.
or even making me think.
That's the
That
best
is
way
something.
to handle that. You're not lying.
Whatever.
This is a male toxic show.
Yeah.
Man.
But all seriousness, if I feel like there's something, I'm asking. And depends on how you answer it.
I'm on a
Depends on how you answer it. We'll take it from there. I'll just say that.
Same with me. That's my answer right there. Yeah, right. That's my answer.
Do you think most of the time that answer can be truthful?
Depends on how you answer it. I'll take it from there.
Okay.
So what you gonna do, G?
Yeah,
let's go to G.
Go to G. Good job.
I ain't lying. I'm gonna pretty much do the same.
I'm a cheat with her sister.
But I'm gonna pretty much do the same. But if I feel like I got good intuition about shit. If I feel like, you know,
Intuition. Alright.
oh, y'all there for my answer, Brian there for yours.
Damn.
Damn,
Look at this
Man in the chair.
I ain't laugh at it because it's basically the same. But yeah, it's just I'm gonna do the same. Of course, we all gonna ask. Like you said, you can catch the vibe. You can ask most of the time. You can catch the vibe from the answer. You know what I'm saying? Body language, the tone.
Facts,
huh?
No, go ahead.
Oh, body language. You know, eye contact.
Come back, bro.
The tone of how she answer you.
Yeah.
I mean, all that shit right there could definitely tell you whether she fucking lying or not. If she is doing her thing, believe me, my beat's been bottled up for a long fucking time. You don't want that shit to come out.
Damn.
And also, I'ma believe if the girl lie or not. I'ma believe the first time because I trust you. I'ma let her know I trust you. If that's what you say, yeah, I believe you. Now, if it come back, now we got problems.
Real quick for the live, for somebody else asked what was the question. The question is, if you have the inkling that your spouse is cheating, would you follow your inkling it, or would you just ignore it? Intuition.
But that inkling shit fucking you up.
Yeah, it is. And I'm drunk. So me.
Oh, yeah. I just thought about something. Circle black.
God bless me with an intuition that if my spidey senses are tingling, bro.
You say.
My spidey senses are my spidey.
You my
senses
nigga.
is tingling.
I want to say it.
I'm telling you. If my spidey senses is tingling, nah, I got spidey senses, bro.
I had a dream.
I had no dream. I
went through that last week.
I had no dream. I wouldn't. But the difference between my answers and y'all's is I wouldn't ask. I ain't asking shit. What am I asking for? You ain't gonna get the right answer. I'm gonna just be more observant.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna be hiding behind no trees or checking no phones. But I'm gonna be more observant.
The way you act like you was hiding behind a tree looked like you hid behind a tree before just now. That's what I'm saying. You talking about I ain't hiding behind no tree. The way you move, I'm like, hold up, man.
It might not have been a tree. It might have been some bushes.
Oh, yeah.
That's why you gotta get me in your next book, because I'm the dude that can act.
He wear his sunglasses at night. That's what
Hey, bro. Hey. Look, I ain't hiding behind no trees, but like I said, my spidey, my antennas is up.
No, I'm asking.
I'm gonna ask you. I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why I'm not gonna ask.
Go ahead.
Yeah. If you ask your chick, bro, are you cheating? Number one, women are way better cheaters than us.
Absolutely.
Way better cheaters. You'll never know unless you bump into that shit accidentally. Bro, she ain't gonna tell you yes.
Nope.
What benefit do she get unless she don't want to fuck with you no more?
Yeah.
Which might be the case.
Yeah.
If she ain't want to fuck with you no more, then she gonna say yeah. But most of the times, they're not gonna say yeah.
Yeah.
They're the best liars too. They do everything better than us, bro. We just stronger and shit like that there. So me asking her, it's not gonna get the answer. She's not gonna tell you the answer you want to hear. She not.
That's very true.
She not, bro.
But she might tell you the answer because if I ask, I'm letting her know.
Thank you, right there. You let her know. I know.
Yeah, I'm letting her know that I noticed something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Even though you might not give me the answer,
I don't need the right answer. I'm letting you know. I know.
And if you continue,
bro,
if
you know, let me cut you off.
You letting her know that I know.
No, but that's not what you want to do.
don't know
because guess what? She gonna clean that shit up even more. If you don't, I don't want her to. Why would you want her to? If I let you know that I know, you gonna fucking cheat better. I don't want you to cheat better because now that I know, that means that intuition. That means I'm on to you.
But no,
I'm close.
It's the thing though.
I'm close. But the minute
I'm
you let her know you close, guess what she gonna do? She gonna run faster. I don't want you to run faster. I need to get that hardcore evidence.
Get tired at one point. You can't run fast for long.
That ain't true.
You have to slow down.
That ain't true. Or they start
You're gonna have to slow down.
Or
That
they
ain't
start
true.
crying and trying to flip it back.
What Glizzy got to say?
About how
Thank you, because you know sometimes I do want to talk.
Yeah, what Glizzy got to say?
A woman is only going to admit to
Come on,
she's
gonna
trying
get
to
him
cut
kicked
you.
out the show.
Facts. You heard that? A woman is only going to admit to if she's trying to gut you. She's trying to cut your legs off from underneath. She don't give a fuck
I'll
anymore.
take that.
For real,
I would
man.
take that.
So I said, I agree with both of you because every situation, a man is different. So watch this. I agree with what you're saying, and women are super sneaky. You're not gonna know.
That's a fact.
If you're getting an
Women
inkling,
get
they're being
sneakier.
sloppy.
Yep.
And that's disrespectful to me. If you're gonna cheat on me, don't make sure I don't find out.
You
But
don't
once
find
I find
out,
out, I want you to know I'm on your ass because it's disrespectful to me. Because I put too much into this for you to be out in the street like that. And then from there, it's gonna deteriorate.
Wait. What the fuck are y'all talking about?
No, stop.
Wait,
Hold on,
let
I gotta
him
say
finish.
something.
Because if you cheating on your lady, and you really fuck with that chick, your girl or whatever,
Your wife?
yeah, you love your wife and you cheating on her, you're not gonna be sloppy with it. You're gonna take all the steps and all the precautions.
You said the men?
A man, yes.
I'm just saying, if you were
Sam,
to not
be rude, Sam.
allow her to find out you're cheating on her, right?
Man, I got something to say right quick.
I
I wouldn't say a woman is more sneaky than a man. I think a man just don't give a damn shit. I mean, we ain't finna be white. It got 80% of the men ain't just being like women out there like this, plickety plow.
Yeah.
They looking for what we doing.
empty the trash
Men ain't
when
trying to.
it's spilling
Men ain't
over.
looking like that.
That's a
Men are just
fact,
out here in the mix. So.
Yeah.
A woman doing what until you find out, like we find out an inkling. Now we here. Now we looking like this. But up until that time, we not really paying attention to no kind of scene. But a woman paying attention off day one.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
So
They ain't sneaky. They just paying attention since day one.
No, they sneaky.
They
They
sneaky.
sneaky and
They
they
sneaky.
smarter.
They are
Fuck
sneaky.
that.
I would
They
say that.
smarter and they sneaky. I gotta give them credit.
I would say you
but they
smart,
smarter.
but you're not
They
smarter
are.
than the woman.
They are.
They
They
smarter
both.
than
They
women.
both. And I'm gonna
Yeah.
tell you
Smart.
this. I'm gonna tell you this.
Smart.
If
Something
you
ain't gonna add up.
if she cheating with another dude and that dude handling his business, and you let her on that, you know that she's doing what she's doing, bro. I'm telling you, she gonna cover that shit up so much that you ain't gonna be able to find that shit. I'm not telling her.
Yeah.
I'm not asking her. I'm just now you got my motherfucking antennas up.
Yeah.
And you don't know it because guess what? If she don't know that I'm close and I'm on to her ass, she gonna stay doing the same things.
Yeah.
She gonna stay moving the same pace. But guess what? I'm moving a little faster now. But I ain't letting you on to it. Because me, I need concrete evidence. I don't need you telling me no. Because you ain't gonna tell me. I don't need you telling me no and then pivoting on
what
me.
he's saying.
And then pivoting on me.
But- Which is why I said I agree with you on him because everybody got a different situation. Then you got to count. Do you have kids with this person? Do you not? Because some men
Right.
willfully
Read this
ignore
loud
it
when y'all finish with that one.
to keep their family together.
Okay, Sumo said they only empty the trash when it's spilling over.
Sumo got bars out
That's
here.
a super fact, though. Okay,
Sumo,
and
don't be
then
rapping to us
Come
and
on,
shit,
Sumo.
Sumo.
Then he said, "Man, please, a woman will smile at you right after giving the best dome in life, and when you find out, they're gonna question what you know and make sure you got her before admitting." That's a fact,
And
bro.
then blame you for doing it.
Bro, I'm telling
Thanks,
you.
dog.
We men.
Who said
But-
that?
Just
Who
think
said
about
that?
this. That's Sumo.
Sumo, okay.
Think about this. We cheat, not making it right, women. We cheat for a fucking nut, bro.
That's it.
Men cheat for a fucking
feeling.
nut. We don't cheat
But
for
not
feeling.
really, yeah.
We don't
No,
cheat.
yeah.
We lust after a motherfucking chick, and we
Yeah.
want to bust a nut in her. That's
That's
it.
it.
Not in her, but we want to bust a nut.
Women,
Women,
you bust
on
nuts
her.
in
Yeah, I do. Fuck that. Yeah.
On her.
Waynehead.
I'm gonna go even further. I talked about this with my wife. I say a lot of times a dude will be faithful to a chick. He can have a good chick, but let her disrespect him in a way, and he talk to her about it, be like, hey, I hate that when you go out, you dress like you don't have a dude. Well, I was like this before you met me, so why is the issue now? He feel disrespected, so now instead of keep going back and forth with him, I'm just cheat on you, cause you disrespected me.
Yeah,
I'm gonna get you back.
I mean,
Okay, real quick. Uniquely Chi said, y'all have been dealing with some toxic tit for tat women. My gosh. No, this is just a question.
You mean
we have
women?
to-
let me say this though. A lot of
Yeah,
cats
it's
I
not
know.
none of our situation.
A lot
I
of
hope
cats that
not.
I know, you know, good dudes, whatever, and what leads to, you know, them, you know, keeping out on the outside or whatever, is not getting it at home.
Yeah, they
You
lacking
know what I'm
something.
saying?
They lacking something.
They lacking something.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying? Which, what you said, you know what I'm saying? They just want to bust it right quick and that's a wrap. You know what I'm saying? They don't even want to have nothing to do with the bitch. But as far as females is concerned, we all know they way more emotional. They got feelings about the shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If more than likely, if they fuck the dude, they got some kind of attraction to him. They got they like him in some kind of way. It ain't gonna just be a nut and roll
It's
on.
never gonna be that.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, with a good woman.
Yeah.
Which you got
yeah.
you got your girl now.
no
They
doubt.
trying to get a nut too. But with a good woman that
Right.
you got, if she decide to step out on you
Mm-hmm.
emotionally, she gone,
It's
bro.
gone.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She
yeah.
gone, bro.
Yeah.
The cheating isn't even the sex yet. They're
Right.
gone just the
Mentally,
talking,
yeah.
the
Right.
excitement when he calls or she
Right.
see him at work.
The thing
Like,
is,
Right.
if she at that point, she gonna do it
Kiss
anyway.
my
Yeah,
confidence.
she gonna do that
Yeah,
anyway.
she gonna proceed anyway.
Okay,
Yeah.
Young Sumo said, yeah,
I ain't
man,
saying that.
we gonna cheat on her and get this money and ball. Kiss my
There you
confidence.
go.
let me
There
see if you
go.
guys agree with this part though.
Come
So
on.
because you said it's a female cheating on a man, right?
Right.
And the hierarchy that's set up in the household, and everybody might not agree, is you're bringing home the bread. You the protector. You got to go fight people. And then you still gonna do me dirty.
Yeah.
Versus the other way around, where I'm taking care of you. You're living a good life. I go get a little side thing that don't mean nothing to me. What hurts more? I feel like I'm being more disrespected because I'm putting so much into the thing. Now, I'm not saying more or less. I'm just saying certain relationships are set up that way.
Right. All right, let me read the live real quick.
Mm-hmm.
It said, this Uniquely Chi. I don't know who Uniquely Chi is. You need to come on every week because I like what you had to say.
Mm-hmm.
Human nature is something that's rarely ignored.
Ignore it, yeah.
If your man/woman respect themselves more than the relationship, cheating won't happen.
Wow. No, that's,
Yeah, I mean that's true.
I got something for yes.
Motherfuckers
Hypergamy
It's
exists.
2023.
Hypergamy exists. Like, let's just
Yeah.
squash the bullshit. Hypergamy exists.
Yeah.
You know,
It
some
does.
people will monkey branch.
That's a fact.
I mean, men
Yeah.
don't, because men will
Yeah.
date down all day.
Yeah, we
you know?
date down all
Yeah.
day.
Yeah.
But let me tell you, to answer that, something my mom taught me, because my dad was in the street, man, and my mom never hit the street and cheated because she said, if I go do that, I'm just a whore. I'm just giving away free
double
pussy.
standard.
Right.
Your dad is fucked up, so I'm gonna go over here with you guys and I'm gonna leave him, but I'm not gonna besmirch myself and drag myself through the dirt
That's a good
to
woman,
say
Vlad.
I
Yeah.
got back at your father.
That's a good one.
I'm not gonna allow somebody else
because women
to make me act
Yeah.
outside of my character.
Because
Yeah.
women are emotionally attached to the
Yeah.
man that they lay down with.
And-
So your mother basically saying, okay, your father's a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Not me saying
No,
that.
say it, but I understand.
I'm gonna move on, but
Yeah.
you're never gonna see me just
Nope.
running around with
And I
random
never
dick
saw her with that.
because
Yeah.
I have to be emotionally
Yeah.
attached to that man before I
Yeah.
give him.
And she left.
Whereas
him. she left. him.
Men, we don't think that way. We don't
and,
feel that way.
And Vlad is a piece of shit. I just had to
These
throw
are my
that
friends, by the way. I just.
God damn, man. Regroup.
So,
In other words, a stiff dick
oh
Don't
Lord, oh, no.
have a conscience, and a wet pussy don't have any morals.
Morals. That's true.
No, that ain't true. No, that's not what I'm saying. It's just the way.
But that's
But it's
Just
fair.
the way- it's the way-
Who said that?
That's uniquely
Yeah,
true.
that's like a fair point based off our conversation.
But let me ask y'all. I know it's a little bit to the left field, but how would y'all feel if, let's say, your girl, your wife, or whatever, you know, you find out that she is attracted to somebody.
Bow, bow, bow.
She is attracted to somebody, you know? The only reason why she didn't really fuck with him is because he is married.
The other guy's
The
married.
other guy's married.
Bow.
No, she still cheated. She listen.
Mentally, emotionally, she's still cheating.
Bro.
Look, I'm gonna put something out here to the
What
group.
other sound I need to make?
Here's another question. You asked a female,
Yeah.
would you rather walk into this house and catch me breaking off some chick in our bed, or would you rather I walk in and catch you getting devastated with the glizzy in our bed?
The glizzy.
And there's three answers
say
to that.
glizzy no more.
There's three answers. What
Yeah.
answers would you guys think can be put out there that are respectable?
I walk in the house blind.
All right, I'm gonna throw it out there.
I'm a visual dude,
Yeah.
bro. That should have killed me.
Yeah.
I
walk in the house blind.
I will snap. I would snap on both of them. If I
The
was to
thing
walk
is,
in my
I'm kinda
house
with Sam,
and seeing a nigga
bro. Yeah.
busting
In my
my
house,
bitch down,
yeah.
busting my chick down,
In my house.
they dying, bro.
But watch this. I
I'm telling
feel you
I'm
on
going
that.
to jail.
I feel you on that.
They
But
dying.
listen carefully. It's not about you. It's about the female. The question's to the female. So here's the answer. A real female is gonna go, neither. I don't want none of that shit. A semi-good female is gonna go, well, I'd rather catch you. You know why? Because she's not being a hoe.
Right.
She'd rather catch
Yeah.
you. She's not
Yeah.
besmirching herself.
I feel you.
And a dirty
They
girl
do
is gonna
understand
go,
that.
oh
Comes
fuck,
up again.
and they don't even realize they're saying. They go, oh fuck that. I'd rather you walk in. I'm getting fucked. And then that's how you know, oh shit, I'm with the wrong one.
Uniquely, so you can curse. You don't have to.
And I don't know how you guys feel about that scenario.
What's up, Sincere?
I don't want to see my wife.
Oh, bro.
But do you understand?
Why
Right? It's
y'all
not
really
about
like
what
that?
you're gonna see. It's
You know
about
what?
her.
I don't know, Vlad. I think that's all depends on the chick, bro. I don't even think you gotta be a bad. I don't think you gotta be a bad woman in some, necessarily to say I'd rather you catch me than.
But okay, let me explain to you. Because she'd rather be the one cheating, getting one over on you, and being a hoe than catching you fucking some chick.
Right. I think most women say I'd rather
But that lets you
catch
know-
me than me catch you.
And that lets
because that
you know-
means you're more than
Yeah.
wrong. You
Yeah,
know
But
what I'm
no,
saying?
that lets you know where
That's
they're
like
at.
all the right
If
thing.
she catches you, she's still not a hoe. Yeah, she got hurt, but she's not throwing herself in the street. You understand what I'm saying?
I see what both of y'all saying.
I get you.
Yeah.
I get you.
So I have a question for our guests. Like, how do you handle the groupies? Because you have, you have a lot
Bro, he
going
got
for
kids'
yourself.
books.
You got books.
mean,
you
yeah.
speaking in different places.
15
You going
Yeah.
to schools. You got the social media
He's
presence.
smart.
That's an
You know
ASAP
you gotta
question.
stay.
Yeah, Waynehead.
When you're on a mission, I'm on a mission.
I like that.
Knock that ass out.
All that don't mean nothing. When you're on a mission and you get focused, when you become focused at something, nothing. If you learn, I'm not looking for none of that.
Yeah.
I'm on a mission. I got.
It's like a horse with.
I know
what you call that shit around
the
his
side
neck?
shit's on
new.
there. That's how I'm able to
Yeah,
do this.
yeah.
Cause I'm on a mission. I got grandkids.
Okay.
I got a son that's 11, and I know that one day I'm gonna be filthy rich. You know what I'm saying?
that shit, bro.
And everything that I want gonna be at my disposal. So till that day come, I'm on a mission. You know what I'm saying? And
High quality shit.
two
hold
of my
on, hold on.
goals have already been achieved. For as I made my mama proud.
Facts.
One and two, I made my sons in the Denson name is rich forever, just off what I did here.
doubt.
When the day, even if I don't see it now,
Yeah.
the day I drop, they rich for life, just off all the material I done put out now. You see what I'm saying? So I done continue to two of the goals. My third goal is I gotta start seeing it in my lifetime. So that's the mission I'm on. I got two of my things done. The third mission I'm focused on.
So you set up generational wealth before you even started joining.
They good. My
Yeah,
kids
okay.
good for life.
The live said, book groupies, that's new. I don't know if that's true.
But it's
You got
real.
book groupies? And then he
I do
said,
it.
tell
There you
him
go.
he gotta stop acting like the world don't exist around him. The pros is still in the mix.
What that mean?
Somebody clapping about that too.
Somebody clapping.
Yeah. Unless they clever.
Who said that?
Just for
So-
him. Yeah.
So what I'm getting from that is like even though you still on the mission, you still have those distractions. Like,
Facts.
so,
The distractions
Oh,
don't always
yeah,
yeah.
the mix. Okay, Sumo. I feel okay. Thank you, Wayne.
But when you focus, I'm telling you, like the horse with the sashes on.
Yeah.
When you focus, when a man get focused, it's a wrap, homie.
So how do a man? My bad, G. But how do you get that focus? Because as men, we have needs, we have desires. So how does a man develop that kind of focus to be like, man, even though I see something, I'm on a mission, but I see something, be like, damn.
Well, when the desire there, anybody gonna act upon it or what that. But at the end of the day, I being that you got your schedule set up, like my schedule is set to January 1st, to the end of the year. With that being said, I'm a full-time dad. So the time me and his mom separated, so with us being separated, my free time is for my son.
Yeah.
Because at my other time, I'm in books. It's all about I'm doing this and I'm doing that. I gotta be in Fort Worth tomorrow from Friday through Sunday. Next week I'm gonna be in New Orleans. Next weekend in New Orleans. All October I'm in Galleria Mall for the whole month of October.
Wait. Stop. So you said New Orleans and Galleria. You know you talk about some of the most beautiful women in the world and them spots you talking about?
Yeah, but when you in there getting it on from 11 to 9 at night, I got time. Like when I'm in New Orleans, first of all, I don't really know nobody out there, so I'm not finna just be in the mix. I'm gonna be out there. I'm gonna get out there. I'm gonna drive out there Friday. As soon as I get out there, I'm getting it on. Cause I gotta set up all that, start signing books. Saturday is the only free day I got to do something, and I'll go out to eat, probably go see what's up and go check out something. But it ain't gonna be nothing like that because Sunday I gotta get back up and sign books again. And when I do signing books, I gotta be back on the road back to Houston.
What's she come up to you? What's she come up to you trying to sign the books? She got
this the thing though. When your desire is for, let's just use him. When your desire is, let me focus on these books or creating the best book or trying to get a #1 seller. You know what I'm saying? When that's greater than all the other stuff around you, when that's the priority, all the other stuff don't matter.
It don't matter.
Well, that's what the Lord said.
And then you throw a son in there that you only that he gets your full time with him.
Lee Chi said the tunnel vision is the truth.
Yeah.
It's the peripheral vision that intertwines, that causes issues.
Yeah.
Wow.
I get that, but I'm human. I'm sorry. I'm focused right now. I'm focused on the Movers and Shakers being the #1 show in the world. And can't nobody tell me I ain't focused on that. But I see these bitches out here.
Hey, let me say something right there. Let me say something right there.
I see them, but you don't gotta focus on them.
I say this.
You don't focus. No, you don't.
I'm built different too. I'm very built different.
You don't focus on that.
I don't.
A little bit.
I don't mean I'm not the most religious person. You know what I'm saying? But what I can say is as far as, you know, as much as you focus, television and everything, and I know it's on your heart to, you know, to keep it that way, but you know you gotta prepare yourself for, you know,
everybody take detours every now and then. I can be off the path, but I ain't been off the path much. You know what I'm saying? The path do get veered.
Everybody's saying what they saying.
I will be off the path. My name face mom.
Everybody's saying what they saying.
But
wait, let me hit you off. Everybody's saying what they saying, and me included. To his credit, he had an addiction and he beat his addiction.
No doubt.
So he's a man that can stay focused on what he needs to stay focused on. I give you credit. I'm joking. I got a lot of jokes. I say little things that make, you know, make ha ha he's. But I understand your focus. I can see that you can have tunnel vision and chase what you're trying to chase, because just from your life story that we talked about in the beginning of the interview. So I get it, and I salute you, and I commend you, and I actually look at you as an inspiration, because you know we need to share that same focus up here.
I wasn't able to get to I wasn't able to get to that point that I was trying to make, but that's what I was really trying to get.
Well,
at.
speaking of inspiration,
I got you, Waynehead. Don't worry about it. I got you.
Whoa, now.
Oh,
Let me go
God damn.
real quick. So, I never know what to expect when I come up here. Okay, you're a book writer. All right, let's talk about some books. And then, excuse me. Then it went somewhere totally different. And I'm sitting here quiet and listening to your story, and I'm learning. And then I learned from him a lot, from him, and we all. And what he said was what I wanted to say was like, man, I'm sitting here like, I gotta do more. I gotta get more focused because I'm next to you and I'm getting that energy and I'm seeing the stack of books. You know, you see what I'm saying? So now I'm more inspired to do more for my brothers to get us where we need to be.
And see, another thing is, I plan, everything I do is planned. Everything. It's like I'm like 5 moves ahead of everything. I write my books 3 years ahead of time. That's how I got booked so many books. I got 5 books that ain't came out yet.
You gotta stop right there for me. Okay,
26.
I get that.
The D-tape. Okay.
I get that, bro. But what happens when something comes that knocks your
That's
plans
what I'm
off?
trying to do. Everybody gonna take a detour off their path. We got room to play, have fun and play games. But for us, when it comes to me planning things, I know I got this schedule come up. My next my schedule is not free as far as to detour, because I gotta get up in the morning. It's like a 9 to 5. I gotta, I'm not writing right now. I really ain't gonna be free for me to go explore whatever I wanna explore to January. I ain't gonna even lie. Now, if detours come, I'm jumping on any detour. That's what I'm trying to say.
Bro.
But I'm not looking for nothing because the schedule is already, but in January, like next year, I ain't doing shit. I tell everybody, I ain't doing shit next year. I'm gonna be big chilling. So when I say that, when I say by saying that is, it's I don't like don't come.
I feel you, but every time I try to plan something, God laugh at
But
me
see,
like,
I'm a big planner.
this may be what you thought you was gonna be or do,
True.
but this is what I got for you. I think I get it.
follow
You can
through on
plan
all
all you
my
want,
plans.
but if that's not the plan for the creator to have for you,
Nah,
bro,
but you know
it's
what?
not gonna
Everybody
happen.
got a different path because you got knocked off big time, but
big
it was to
planner.
make you strong because you right back on it.
I got knocked off.
Yeah, man, you was down, man. You was gonna be gone.
The STDs.
Which one?
Man, I'm trying to be nice to you. Remember
I'm
when you
giving
had
everybody
the
STD today.
and they almost killed you and all that shit?
Oh.
man.
See?
The STD.
And I appreciate
See,
you.
you
putting
Listen,
this in
safe
your
sex
schedule.
is the best thing
You
sex
over
to
there looking
have.
like me.
Safe sex. Safe sex is better than nothing.
Okay.
I'ma roll with you,
Speaking
man.
of safe.
Let's keep it safe. I'm gonna roll with you. Oh wait. No. I'm gonna read this
Yeah, you
damn
were saying
line.
it was popular.
Unique Cheese said something that you guys gonna pat yourself on the back for. She said you guys are giving me an insight outside of the males in my family as far as a man's mindset. Attention grab.
Well, spread the word. We're here every Thursday.
4 to
4 to
6.
6.
Right.
Ish.
Damn guys we got.
Ish.
Yeah.
They don't never start on time, Unique Cheese.
I got a real question.
Okay.
No, not that one. How do you support a friend's artistry, even if you're not a fan of their actual art?
And number one question.
You gotta ask it first.
Well, I gotta answer the question for you.
Yeah, that's how it work up here. You gotta say it first. You gotta answer.
So,
All right, I'm gonna revert back to me
Okay.
and my mom again. My mom taught me how to hear yourself and see yourself. Meaning, when I wrote my first book, I wrote 2 chapters a month. I told myself, if I can't write 2 chapters a month, that's just for me. I said, if I can't write 2 chapters a month, then I'm not an author. You see what I'm saying? And I'm not for to be putting all my eggs in something that ain't for me. I need to revert that energy to something else.
Okay.
So I say that to say that people need to learn how to look at themselves and see if that's for you. For supporting a friend, you can support them all day. I mean, what you want? I can support you. I mean, even if I'm not a fan, I'm supporting you, hoping that you will keep going. But at the end of the day, you should be able to see that this ain't for me. But a lot of people can't see that when it come to these rappers, when it come to these painters, whatever. They can't see, like, man, you should be able to hear yourself. If I couldn't hear myself,
how do you support that though? Even though you say, I see what you're doing, he doing the 2 chapters a month. Matter of fact, he
no,
doing 4
I will
chapters
support
a month.
you. I could support any. You
How
can
do you
support
support
anybody. You could support. See, when I started writing, people would always say I used to hurt my heart when people. Now I appreciate the support. Oh man, I'm gonna buy the book to support you. I'm like, man, every time I heard that, I'm like, man, I need you to buy it because you want to buy my book. That's what made me go. Not people buying the books because they want to read the books. They support me / read. They're reading / supporting me now. Before it was just support. And I used to be like, I need to get these people to where they want to read my book. You know what I'm saying? And I had to let them make sure they take me seriously. But however, if I wouldn't be this far, if I would have seen anything in my writing capabilities that wasn't good enough to stand up to what what literature is supposed to be. That's what people need to do. I can support anyone. You can support anyone, and I hope that support keeps you going. Because you may be the one, but as you keep putting out these things that you want people support, there could come a time where you're going to see, like, it's going to be, you can support your friend. I don't sell these books to my friend. I sell these books to the world. You see what I'm saying? So you should be able to see somewhere in your career that your product is not the right product because the world is not supporting it. You see what I'm saying? The friends you only got a handful of people could buy your books, homie. Buy your paintings, buy your mixtape.
Yeah.
So if you can't go outside your handful, that's what you don't need to keep rapping and dropping these mixtapes and all this other stuff.
I think you speaking from the other side of the question.
Tay, I'm gonna always find a way to support my friends' endeavors, no matter if I like it or not, because it's his vision. It's not my vision.
Yeah.
It's not for me to see what he see out of this thing. But as a friend, I'm gonna always be there for them.
For real.
I'm gonna be behind them, even if I don't like it. But this is his vision.
And that's me too.
This is his vision, so I'm gonna stand behind his vision. It's not mine. So it's not for me to get. It's not for me to understand. It's not for me to see. But it's his, and it's my man. I'm where you at? You in the Galleria selling ices? Okay, I'm going. Here go me and my kids coming. We gonna buy some ices.
But you don't like
that's not art.
You can make
I'm just saying, you said ices. Well, people could come buy ices all day.
That's right.
So somebody art.
Well,
paintings.
You in the Galleria selling paintings.
Music, whatever.
You in the Galleria selling paintings.
Even he's selling ices. What if he don't like the ices? He like that the ices is nasty.
I'm pretty sure he got a flavor he like. Ices on ice.
No matter what, he still
no matter what it is,
however he make it, he don't like it.
Don't matter.
So what do you
he's your man? Yeah.
But to still support him.
I do different things. I share. I like. I tell.
He'll buy it and
word of mouth. I buy stuff and I give it away.
Yeah.
It's many ways I'm gonna support you. I'm gonna always support any of my guys.
Me too.
I'm gonna support them.
Yeah.
Bro, when I told you that I wanted to be a stripper, you didn't support that.
Because you never decided to go step out on your stripping. You sat here and talked about it. The minute that you decide to go out there,
you gonna make it rain on them if it
No.
I
But
but
I'm gonna do.
I thought that's where you was going. The minute you decide,
I'm gonna get on them. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna tell you, I'm
I'll buy your razors, the shit. Yeah,
I'm gonna get on the phone.
Shit.
I'm gonna call them things up. I'm gonna tell them to come see my man Tay.
Harry. MC Fur.
Whatever you decide to do, bro, anybody, I'm gonna support y'all.
Man, how can people reach out to you?
The principal?
Yeah,
He's trying to get us back on track.
Yeah, regroup.
So how can people reach out to you, man? They want to collab. They want to hire you some speaking events.
Hire me for speaking events. When it comes to collaboration right now, I ain't gonna lie. Like I say, I'm a very busy man. I'm writing 3 books right now, and I'm not actually writing them right now as we speak. Well, I started them. I'm on chapter 4 with War with Satan, but my schedule, being that it's the end of the year and Christmas is coming up, the schedule is done deal to January 1st. But after January, if you want to speak with me on collaboration or assistance. I can't really say collaboration because I'm gonna start fully writing. Right now I'm playwriting. When I fully write, it's a 9 to 5. I wake up, I go to my office, and at 6 in the morning, unplug my laptop, and I start writing, and until my laptop need to be charged. That's my routine every day when I'm really writing. And that ain't what I'm doing right now. So next year I will be doing it. But if anybody need advice, I always reach out to email me at cdenson2001@yahoo.com. I got something called Denson Books, Top 10 Guidelines on Writing Books. That's what I do when I speak at high schools and universities.
That's what's up.
If you want, it just shows you how I approach writing my book. People always, if you want to send me 3 to 5 chapters of your work, I will go over it and see what you're lacking, and give you some pointers, because I want to see everyone be writers. I want, if God showed me a long time ago, if you want to be great, you got to show somebody how to be else to be great, and set the bar high so that other people can see greatness too.
Right.
That's why I got all this, because I'm gonna set the bar high. I want you, if you, I want you to look to. You need somebody to look up. Don't be just don't look up to the man. Look up to the man with the 15 books, because then when you get here, you're gonna be a full-time author for 4 years. You see what I'm saying? And that's what I do to give back. Far as when it comes to checking out my books, densonbooks.com, or you could just Google my name. I should be the first one to pop up because I get Googled a lot. And I mail books off all the time throughout the United States. But I just want to see everybody just like I say, man. I just try to be an inspiration to others, because after my mom died, it's just like, man, it's time for me to step up. She always wanted me to step up, and I stepped up. And I stepped up for the youth, for the simple fact. That's why I look the way I look. I dress the way I dress. I do the things I do because I didn't have nobody to look up to when I grew up like me. You know what I'm saying? I want kids to see me in the mall and realize that they can be an author too. I'm not in there with a suit and tie. I'm in there dressed like we dress now. T-shirt, shorts, Jordans on, Nike socks. Let them know, look, I'm you. I'm you. You can do this too.
You should get them Barclays.
Nah, we from Houston. H-Time, we wear Jordans and M.A.S.H.
Denson
Books.
Books.
Denson Books.
D-E-N.
For Houston.
S-O-N. Books.
Hey.
And as you can see here on Facebook.
Mom's always been proud of you, bro.
Yeah,
Instagram.
Mom's proud of me, man. Her birthday was yesterday. Today the 14th, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, my mom's birthday was yesterday, man. I went and seen her
happy
grave.
birthday,
Happy birthday, mama, man. You did a good job. You didn't get to see this sober me, but I'm here. I'm here. Your prayers worked.
And his bestseller is yet to come.
Absolutely.
D-Tay as the lead.
Oh, shit.
Amen. DJ, the stripper.
The pole grabber.
And his pockets with the razors.
Well, there you have it.
Texas 101.
DJ Wayne.
Hold on. D-Tay want to get his shit off. Wait, don't cut me off.
Man, you ain't finna dance. You ain't finna dance, huh?
Regroup.
Yeah, come on. Cut this shit off.
Come on. Come on.
Get it out.
D-Tay.
Mad Black.
Whoa, now G Money.
And our special guest.
Mr. Denson Books himself is definitely in the building. Calvin Denson, author.
See y'all next week, man.
There you have it.
There you have it. Sure, now.
Fuck out. This damn D-Tay over here. This damn D-Tay. We must do something about your ass with alcohol.
Right on time.
You guys showed
Who
up.
this charger for?
Hello?
Oh, that's mine.
You act like we don't always show up.
Yeah,
That's what we doing
You
right,
had
man.
jokes today. I'm telling you, you was like,
We should have
you got some sleep yesterday. That's
We have a good time up there, bro. We appreciate you though.
Young Blizzy in the
No, that's it right there. The Blizzy. Bad Blizzy. Yeah, we can't that shit. We definitely never
He brought me back to 2003 with that shit.
I heard you say it.
Blizzy. Mad Blizzy.
was a kid.
Mad Blizzy. Cut that shit off so quick.
Brother, thank you, man. I appreciate you taking the time.
So which one is mine?
I hope you had fun.
You sip one, dog. We all
Nah,
want,
which
bro.
one you want, the tree or the grapes? You got a pen? I need a pen.
Yeah, I need to sign that. You want a pen right here. Look at God. Look at God. What would he do with it?
Oh,
Hey,
He said, "What he doing?"
what's that one that you say you read
Say,
the
"Look
man?
at God, what he doing?"
What's the one you say you read the man?
My mama got eyes.
My mom has eyes.
I got it back in my
You need
head.
to show her. You need to FaceTime her and show
I'm
her.
about to.
Yeah,
I'm
don't
about to-
take that
I'm about to call her right
See the
now.
author.
Wayne said, "Don't take that one." You need that one.
I just got
Whoa, now.
They got pictures in there.
She
They
cheating.
pictures.
She cheating.
Yeah. This
Ooh,
is the time
nah.
to get you at the studio.
Uh-huh.
Cause they too smart.
Talking about he gonna be stripping and
Look.
riding some poles.
Oh, she on the phone,
She
too.
riding some poles right now too.
How you spell your name?
A-N-S. Oh, ASAP. ASAP.
Hello? Yeah. Is you cheating on me?